Are you trying to do a cut? Are you trying to define your muscles? And are you looking for the best possible way how not to lose those muscles when you're cutting? Then you came to the right place. I'm going to explain you the possibilities how to save and maintain as much muscles as possible, both if you are natural and enhanced. There is pretty much no difference. By the way, if you are new, if we didn't met, hi, my name is Boris Kish and welcome to my channel. I'm a super heavyweight competitor in bodybuilding in category above 100 kilograms, professional nutritionist and fitness coach. There are three things that you really have to take care when you are doing the cut to maintain as much muscles as possible. First, nutrition. Nutrition has to be really with high amount of proteins, and there shouldn't be any drastic changes when you're cutting. If you're natural, you are supposed to take around 2 grams per kilogram to maintain that muscle size. If you are enhanced, around 3 grams per kilogram. You are not supposed to cut everything down rapidly. This is mistake number one. Cut down fats and carbs really slowly. You are not supposed to go on any kind of crazy zero carb diet, zero fat diet to lose as quick as possible. That way, you will definitely go into the catabolism and you're going to destroy yourself completely. Therefore, you should be slowly cutting the junk food. If you were eating everything before you started the cut phase, you should be avoiding the junk food, and then you should be starting from eating unclean to eating clean, and then you should be going on a diet. When you are dieting, you shouldn't be losing more than 1 kilogram of fat per week. If you're losing more than 1 kilogram, be sure that it's not fat, that it's muscle. Therefore, just take care that you take enough amount of protein and that you don't do any quick cutting mistakes. The slowest way is the fastest way, because the fastest way is not going to get you cut, it's going to get you into the catabolism mode. It's also extremely important that you take enough amount of supplements. What I mean by that: BCAAs, glutamine, whey isolate. Before the training, before cardio, you should be taking beta-alanine, nitric oxide boosters, BCAA, glutamine, creatine, and you can drink coffee if you want something to boost you to perform even better. After the training, whey isolate, glutamine, BCAAs, and again creatine to prevent the muscle catabolism. This is in rough guidance. Number two is the training. The biggest mistake that people are doing is changing the training, changing the style of the training. If you lifted heavy, you are supposed to lift heavy. That means when you lifted heavy, lifting heavy as a bodybuilder, not as a power lifter or as a strongman. I mean, if you were doing down to 6 repetitions, everything below 6 repetition I don't approve. Your last sets should be again 6 repetition. That means that there is no training for mass and training for definition. That's that is BS, to be quite honest with you. If you want to maintain big muscles, you have to train heavy. You shouldn't be increasing the repetitions, and you shouldn't be doing cardio as a maniac. Therefore, as I said, I highly recommend that you do the same training as you did when you were putting the size on to maintain that size. If you go with the weight down and if you increase the repetition, it will give the signal to the body, okay, we don't need that power to lift that weight, we can decrease. And of course, you're going to lose the size and you're going to eat yourself. Therefore, you should be training around 45 minutes up to maximum 1 hour with weight and around 30 minutes to 1 hour maximum cardio 4, 5, 6 times per week. Nothing too much. If you feel that you are feeling exhausted, you're doing too much. Number 3 is the psychology in all of this. When you see that you are shrinking, you might get into the panic mood and you might think, oh my God, I'm losing more than I'm maintaining, that I'm actually saving. This doesn't make sense. You should know that you shouldn't, first of all, be looking yourself at the scale non-stop. Just maybe once a week to check if the weight is not dropping too rapidly. Your mirrors should be objective, but even the mirror, you shouldn't be looking yourself and checking every day. First 2/3 of the process, you will just be shrinking and nothing will be happening, and you will think that you're doing something wrong. No, you're not. And those last, I would say 5 kilograms is when everything is actually popping out and when you will see the biggest change on your body. If you see that you're rapidly losing muscle, if that happens, and strength, you should absolutely do a refeed day. What does that mean? If you really, as I said, if you feel extremely weak, do the cheat day. If you don't feel so weak, do the cheat meal at least once a week when you feel that your body needs to refeed. When you refeed, you're increasing metabolism again, and the fat burning will be increased again, and the muscles will be saved. And the final conclusion in all of this is, without me BSing you, yes, some muscle will have to go, yes, some strength will have to go, but this video was not pointless for you that I told you at the end that actually you're not able to save. No, you are able to save up to 90% of the size, high quality muscle size and strength that you had before. This is possible. Losing only 10% is nothing. And as I said, this is up to you. How disciplined you are, how dedicated you are, how motivated you are. If you need somebody who is going to follow you during the process for mentorship, you can find my email in my profile. I will be more than happy to help you and to work with you. Just remember that even if you drop those 10%, maximum 20%, when you get lean, you will look not 10, not 20, not 50, not 100. You will look 300 times better to yourself, to your partner, and to everybody else. And that's what is worth it. When you stop looking, like a balloon, and when you finally start looking with 6-pack or 8-pack, and when everything starts popping out, you will feel better, you will feel lighter, you will feel quicker, and those 10-20% you can get back in 1, 2, 3 weeks maximum if you decide to bulk again. I highly recommend that you don't start bulking. There is a way how to do the reverse diet where you can increase the calories again, put high quality size, and look even better than after the cutting phase. And you should know that, for example, pull-ups, chin-ups, drops will go much better than when you were in the mass phase. And for example, for me, it's much more impressive for me when I can do 20-30 pull-ups on the bar than if I drop down, let's say, from 160-180 kilograms bench press 6 times to 140-50 kilograms 6 times, because I know that I can regain that as fast as possible. As I said, you can definitely do this. You got this. You can save 90% of the muscles if you follow this simple advice. And you should be definitely proud of yourself when you finish all of this, because you will see that it was all worth it at the end. If you like this video, please like and subscribe, and tell me what would you like that I talk to you about in the next video. Till next time, God bless. Bye.